Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. Just when you thought this Super 6 super middleweight tournament on Showtime was getting interesting, one fighter is threatening to close the show, and that's Andre Ward. Andre Ward already has a win. His next fight is scheduled to take place in his hometown of Oakland, California, against Allan Green. And should Andre Ward win that fight, he would actually move to the front of the line if Mikhail Kessler beats Carl Froch. Understand, um, Arthur Abraham has already lost his second fight in the tournament, and Andre Ward would literally grab the lead if he's able to win, and Froch, who won his initial fight against Andre Durrell, loses. His opponent is Allan Green. Allan Green is blessed with a spectacular left hook. It's a sneaky punch that comes out of nowhere, is devastating, and has dropped many a fighter. Here's the problem. Allan Green does not match up well with Andre Ward defensively. Allan Green can be hit. The two men did fight a common opponent, Edison Miranda, a one-handed fighter. Miranda throws an awesome right hand. He is scheduled to fight super middleweight champion Lucien Bute in a fight that we're predicting Bute will win. Well, against these two men, I would encourage viewers to take a look at the Miranda fights. Um, Miranda knocked down Allan Green twice in the 10th round of their matchup. Of course, Allan Green was able to knock down Miranda in the 8th round of that matchup. But where it gets interesting is if you look at the beginning of the fight, you're going to see from almost the opening bell, Edison Miranda was able to land his right hand with regularity against Allan Green. And that's very disappointing because if you're fighting a one-handed fighter, you would think that you'd be able to block his top weapon, that right hand, for at least a few rounds before the guy is able to land some of those shots. Allan Green wasn't able to do so. He was vulnerable to the right hand. Now contrast that with the Andre Ward fight, where Edison Miranda was dominated. In fact, I thought it was interesting because as that fight went on, Andre Ward got more and more confident, and once he realized that he had Edison Miranda's right hand completely blocked, Andre Ward actually turned up the heat, stepped inside, started to uh, change styles and engage in roughhouse tactics. He actually won that fight going away, dominating the later rounds, as opposed to Allan Green, who, if there were another 30 seconds of his fight against Edison Miranda, Allan Green would have gotten knocked out because he had no legs at the end of that fight. Offensively, both of these guys are fighters who can turn it up when needed. Defensively, there's a huge gap between Andre Ward and Allan Green. I think Andre Ward is gifted defensively. I think Allan Green struggles defensively, even against one-handed fighters like Edison Miranda. Um, Allan Green, think about it. Scored a knockdown in his fight against Edison Miranda and still lost that fight on all three judges' cards by several rounds. Also, the way Allan Green was holding on for dear life against Edison Miranda, numerous clinches, tells me that Allan Green realized that he could get knocked out in that fight. I think it's an open question as to the quality of Allan Green's chin. I think Allan Green is gifted offensively with that left hook, but privately knows that he has been rattled in fights and is vulnerable to a big punch. And make no mistake, while Andre Ward is more of a technician in the ring than a heavy puncher, when Andre Ward wants to turn on his punches, he can end a fight. I like Andre Ward in this fight. I'll even go further. I think Andre Ward has to be considered the favorite to win this Super 6 tournament. He's already beaten Mikkel Kessler. Um, if he gets by Allan Green relatively unscathed, his next fight would be against the Matrix Andre Durrell. And understand that there is film on how to beat Andre Durrell. Andre Durrell, in fact, lost in the amateurs to Andre Berto. And I think that Durrell further is coming off of a pretty brutal knockout. Granted, he won the fight, but let's not be confused. At the end of that fight against Arthur Abraham, Durrell didn't even know where he was. His doctor thought he might actually have bleeding on the brain. That did not turn out to be the case. But my point is simply, if Andre Ward gets through this fight unscathed, then he'll be fighting a guy coming off of a brutal knockout. There is a chance that Andre Ward runs the table in the Super 6. So I believe he beats Allan Green here. I believe the difference is his superior defensive skills as well as the fact that he's fighting for his home crowd. Allan Green is, I believe, not quite ready for this style matchup. I like Andre Ward in this fight. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments for me at Gambler's Advisory. Leave your comments for me here on YouTube. And as I always say, if I'm wrong, punish me in the ratings here on YouTube. But if I'm right, give me 5 stars. Thanks for watching.